Hey, it's Clinton Porter here in beautiful Colorado. Got the mountains behind me, and I'm up on a roof. Yep, I'm on a house that I'm selling for a client who lives out of state, and the home does not have an air conditioning. But we're up here because it does have a swamp cooler, otherwise known as technically an evaporative cooler. And so I wanted to show you what this looks like and about how it operates here in Colorado. We have, I'm standing right here in Thornton, Colorado, and I am over a mile high. We have dry air here, which makes it hard for a lot of you folks to breathe whenever you get up here. Anyway, I'm up here right now. I've been working on this swamp cooler today to get it all refreshed. It hadn't been in operation for a few years here, but now it's working. And I want to show you what a swamp cooler does in replacement of an air conditioner, and how here in Colorado, because we got dry air, how it works out really well to be able to cool your home. Okay, so check this out. All right, so here's our swamp cooler. It's really, really basic. You got a fan, and the fan is turned by a motor. Motor turns the belt here and blows air into the house. So this is blowing air down into the house. Inside the base of this is actually water. So this is a reservoir of water, and paint's chipped on this, but it's okay. It's still holding water real well. It's not rusted through. At some point, it'd be a good idea to go ahead and repaint that, but it's fine for now. It works for what we need. I cleaned it out. It was all nasty and muddy in there before, but now I've cleaned it out and it looks pretty good. I've also gone ahead and replaced the motor in here. This is a 1/2 horsepower motor that's specifically designed for swamp coolers, or for evaporative coolers. The belt's got tension on it. I put some tension on it here, and there's water in here already. Now let me explain what this thing is, this blue thing. So we have a water line right here. It goes down our house and wraps around and goes to a hose bib, a garden hose bib. It connects into that, and what it's going to do is it works just like your toilet. It's going to keep having water in here, and this is very important. As this whole system uses water, and I'll explain what it does in just a moment. As it uses water, we need to keep adding water to this. So this right here is a valve. If I push down on this float, it's going to add more water to our reservoir, our water reservoir in here. The float is what stops it from continuously running, okay? And so it does a good job over there. Now, real simple system. It's got the water coming in and the float. Like I said, it's going to stop it up. Over here, it's got an electric pump. The electric pump is going to suck this water into it, pushing it up this this clear tube up here to the very top, to this little thing. Now this thing has got basically 8 sprayers on it. Those 8 sprayers are going to drip down the sides of these guys here. This is all brand new fibrous material. It's going to drip that water down into these, and I'll show you what it looks like. It actually drips down into this channel right here, and then it drips down into this mesh, and this mesh stays wet the entire time that this is on. As this mesh stays wet, you've got water that's constantly being put on this, staying wet. When somebody is ready to operate the evaporative cooler, they turn it on. As soon as it turns on, the fan turns on, the pump starts working, pumping water up here, dripping the water from there down the sides over here into these channels, and the fan will start to blow. Now these things here go on the side of our evaporative cooler. They actually allow air to go in from the outside in through this, and then that air channels down into the home. So these guys, I'm going to try to do this one-handed if I can. These panels are going to go right here. I'm going to just slide this up, slide the bottom in. There we go. Okay, that panel goes in just like that. Air goes through there, and as that cool air that's being cooled by that water goes into here, into the blower, and then blows into the house. So what are you running? Well, you're running an electric motor, you're running a pump, and that's all you're running. There's no compressor, there's no condenser, there's no freon. It's pretty much the natural air that we have around here that blows into this through the fibrous vents and through the water that comes through, and then right into the house. So it's a pretty easy system. It's not complex. The homes that are cooled by evaporative cooled air have it gets a lot of humidity into the home. However, it's not like other places like in the South where it's going to stay hot. This is going to actually cool a house down to, I've seen 50, 55 degrees on a hot summer day. So it works out really well. So let's get this thing in operation real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. It is actually blowing all nice and cool. Yep. Nice. It's doing its job. And it's only this little switch. So right now it's on high cool. So what's that to? There we go. And it's cooling the way it's supposed to. It'll be nice and cool by tomorrow. But one thing to mention is that your windows up here, because you're bringing fresh air in, you've got to let fresh air out. So all the windows have to be cracked. You don't want it to get stuffy, and you want circulation to take place. So your windows up here just have to be cracked a little bit to allow for that to come through all the rooms. So that is one of the prerequisites of this working the way it's supposed to, is that all these windows have to be cracked. Isn't that beautiful? That's a beautiful mountain view. And this home is getting all brand new sod down here. We're gonna refresh this garden area right here. And it'll all have brand new sod. It'll look beautiful out here. And that's our Western Mountain views. So yeah, good stuff. Brand new carpets coming in, new doors, new linoleum, not linoleum, but laminate flooring. So yeah, there we go. That's our swamp cooler.